Okay, so voices off, please. We're going to start today looking at the elements of argumentative writing. It's one of the most powerful writing pieces that you'll ever learn how to do. And you will use argumentative when you get into high school and especially if you go on to college. So, first of all, we're going to look at what is an argument. So, if you would please take notes, the first bullet says an argument is used to change a reader's point of view. To change a reader's point of view.
Can I take pictures of it with my phone?
No. Yes, he is. That's enough, you two. Thank you. To bring about some action on the reader's part. To bring about some action on the reader's part. So not only are you trying to argue your case, but you also want to give suggestions that the reader, something the reader can do to help make this happen.
So is this kind of like what debate people have to write?
Yeah. Are you taking notes?
I got them right a second.
Take notes, please. To ask the reader to accept the writer's explanation or evaluation of a concept, an issue, or a problem. To ask the reader to accept the writer's explanation or evaluation of a concept, issue, or problem. These are some key terms that you have to know if we're going to communicate together as you're writing your essays. You need to know a lead/hook. It can be called either a lead or a hook. It's the first sentence of the essay used to hook or grab the reader's attention. The first sentence of the essay used to hook or grab the reader's attention. They call it a hook because when you think about fishing and you put your line out there and you hook a fish and you reel it in, well, with your lead, you're throwing it out there so the audience gets interested and thinks, ooh, I like this. I want to keep reading. And then you reel them in. And that's how you get them to read your essays.
Kind of like what movie trailers do where they like the trailer. Like,
exactly.
I need to see that.
Yep, that's exactly right. Okay, a claim. And the claim is just a word, a fancy word for it's your basic belief. It's what your stance is about this topic. It's your basic belief about a particular topic, issue, event, or idea. It's your belief statement, which you have to show right away, and you have to show strongly which side you're on, because you don't want to confuse your reader. For instance, maybe my claim would be schools should not force students to wear school uniforms. Okay, that would be a claim statement. Then, once you give your claim, you back it up with arguments. And those are reasons why you state your claim. So then you're going to give reasons why you believe it's wrong for students to have to wear, in the example I gave you, a uniform in school. Then every argumentative essay has the claim, the arguments to back it up, and then you have to list a counterclaim. And a counterclaim is a solid and reasonable argument that opposes or disagrees with your claim. So you make your claim, your belief, you give your explanations as to why yours is correct, and then you acknowledge what the other side says. Why would you want to acknowledge what the other side says? Yes, Wyatt? Okay, you're going to try to prove them wrong. That's part of it. Yep. What else? What does it do for the writer if you acknowledge? Yes. Dylan?
It like makes it harder for them.
Not quite. Brooks?
Like shows that you're thinking from both sides.
Yes, absolutely. It shows that you've thought this through, you've thought about what the other side says, but you still believe that your side is better. So after you give your counterclaim that tells what the other side believes, now you have to bring the readers back to your side. And you do that with a rebuttal. A rebuttal is a written or verbal response to the counterclaim. The object is you explain why the counterclaim isn't valid enough or important enough to outweigh your own claim. So the rebuttal is saying something like, the counterclaim is you give the other side's point of view, and then you say something like, however, and then you bring them back and show why your side's better. And that gives you credibility in your writing. Bless you. Bless you too. Lots of sneezing going on in here. You have your supporting details, which are your statistics, quotations, and examples from the text used to support why your claim is true. Now you have to be careful with examples to make sure that they're valid. You know, if you're using a quote from someone from Harvard, yeah, that's pretty valid. But if you're using a quote from someone that is working at maybe this preschool in Alaska, not so much. And I'm not saying that person's right or wrong, but the audience isn't going to be as apt to believe you if the source is not credible. So be careful about that. And then the last thing is you always have a conclusion. Like every other essay, this will be your 5th paragraph. You restate your claim, your 3 arguments, and then you leave your readers with a call to action. You leave your readers with a call to action. Cameron, what would that mean, do you think?
Like telling them to change something.
Yeah, exactly. So like with the school uniforms, maybe you're going to say, you know, get a petition started, or write a letter to the school board, write a letter to your principal, call in the news crew, get Channel 6 over here, something like that. Something that they can do to help support your side.
Why would you state the claim for your argument?
Because when you're at the very end, you want to remind your reader exactly what your claim was. You want to summarize your 3 arguments that you had in your body. It's just a revamp. It's a review. And then you tell them what they can do to make it happen. Okay, can I go on or should I wait? Wait? Okay, so you don't have to write this down. Let's just revamp. So the elements of an argumentative essay is you need a hook or a lead. And the purpose of a hook or a lead is to what, Brayton?
So it gets your reader to read it.
To get the reader's attention, right? Very good. Okay? Then you make a claim based on factual evidence, statistics, quotations, examples from the text. You make a counterclaim that takes the other point of view into account. And then, a swift kick in the butt for $1, you make a rebuttal. Think of it as kicking the opponent in the butt and you're bringing it back to your side. A rebuttal to the counterclaims to show why the opposing ideas are either incorrect. Think of giving the opponent a literary kick in the butt. You're bringing it back to your side. Now, every year I have students that forget to do that part. Well, if you forget to make that rebuttal, it sounds like you believe in two things. So it's really important that you bring your reader back to your side. Okay, questions so far? Okay. Use supporting details again, such as statistics, quotations, examples from the text. Okay, this gets a little dicey for anybody, not just 8th graders. Yes, sir. Pardon me? No, it's okay. I'm gonna give you a handout to write on pretty soon. Thanks for asking. Okay, formal language. No personal pronouns in an argumentative essay, such as you, I, we, they. And that is very difficult for some people. And every year when my students are typing their essays, I'll say, okay, do Control F and put in the word you, and it lights up like a Christmas tree on the screen. You don't want to use the word you, I, they, we, them, there. And we're going to practice on how to get rid of some of those, because it can be difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, then you start thinking differently and it gets easier. Yes, Dylan?
So like, if your topic sentence and you're stating what you believe in, you can't say I.
No, you cannot. We're keeping it formal, and we don't want to use, if you use I all the time, it starts to sound very narcissistic, it's called, self-involved. And you want the reader, you don't want the reader to think just about you. And so we're going to get rid of those. And also, this is formal, so no contractions. Don't use can't, couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't. Instead, use cannot, should not, would not. And also, please don't use the word stuff or things or a lot, which, by the way, is 2 words, not 1. Another one, cause. What does cause stand for? Because. So no slang. Okay, you have to, this is a formal essay, please. All right, omitting personal pronouns. I'm going to hand these out.
Can you close up our
All right. Okay, voices off, please. Did you not get one, honey? This would be under writing. All right. Voices off, eyes on the screen, please. Thank you. Okay, wrong way. Now, here's a claim statement. This is incorrect, and you should not have a claim statement with a question mark. Have you ever thought that maybe eating and drinking in class might be a good idea? Okay, on your paper, write down a way to get rid of the you.
I just kind of confused me.
Okay, just if you can't do it this time, just watch.
No, like the maybe part.
Why?
Anyone?
Can we just like write the right words wrong and put dot 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 return these?
No, you can write the whole
Maybe,
sentence,
like,
please.
have any-
Okay, let's do it this way. I'll show you the first example, and you guys do the next one. You want to get rid of the word you. You don't want it a question, and you want it to be a clear, concise claim. So
Wait, so you can't have a question.
you should, your claim should not be a question. It's a statement.
Oh, wow.
Why are you asking a question if it's what you believe in?
Because then you're gonna restate it like a year ago.
But you don't need, that's a hook. This is a hook, not a claim.